Finito. Hi, and welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude and part number 7 of the Monogram 148 scale B25J Mitchell. So here it is, complete after, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. But I did stop to do another project, so it really didn't take that long to build. Real quick, I want to send a special thanks to Jim Deck for sending me this kit to begin with. It's an older kit, but it is a very nice kit, and it builds up really well, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to smooth things out, get things to fit properly. It's for its age, it's a pretty well engineered kit, and just really fun project, I must say. So let's get into the particulars. Let me talk a little bit about some of the aftermarket I used for this particular kit. First being Edward mask set for all of the glass. There is a lot of it. There's quite a few pieces here. There is several pieces here, several pieces in the tail, and then the side windows where the waist gunners go. So mask set, really super helpful. Next thing is this Kits World 3D printed 148 scale B25J Mitchell instrument panel set. Now it comes with a lot of stuff in here. I ended up only using, I think, just the instrument panel, the main instrument panel for the pilot and co-pilot, and then the side panels. And the thing of it is once they're installed, you absolutely cannot see any of them. So is it necessary? Maybe not. But there's a lot of extra stuff in here too, like radio sets and just all kinds of extra components for the inside of the fuselage. But you know, as you can see, the only way you can see in the fuselage is through these little windows here, and you can't see a whole lot, that is for sure. So, you know, it's one of those things, it's kind of nice to use, but, you know, probably not real necessary. Then the main aftermarket component is the Eagle Cals EC number 145 B25J 345th Bomb Group Air Apaches. The reason I picked this set is it comes with a decal set for $199, and the reason I chose $199 is it has a few unique features to it, such as the metal replacement nose unpainted. It does not use the gun pods that are usually on the sides of the fuselage on these gunships, and because at some point it had received a new rudder, so only half of the marking is used. So I like, you know, subjects that have something unique about them, and this fit the bill. As for the kit itself, this box isn't going to stand up now. There we go. It's a really nice kit. It is an older kit. It's not going to have the finesse that some newer kits have. But like usual with a lot of these older Monogram kits, they're often recommended for people who are really looking for accuracy in shape and dimensions. Because if I'm not mistaken, these... I think I read somewhere that oftentimes, whenever they could, Monogram would actually get the blueprints and plans for a particular aircraft and use that to actually size the kit and make the molds for it. So, you know, it's an older kit, so it's got raised panel line detail. There are a few minor fit issues that are just part and parcel with older kits due to engineering limitations of the time, but like I said earlier, in the end they're all easily overcome and you can end up with a decent kit. So I used a combination of Scale Modeler Supply out of Australia paints, MRP paints, Tamiya paints, Mr. Hobby, Mr. Surfacer 1500, primer, and then Vallejo paints, some Vallejo paints for painting smaller details. So that's what I use as far as that stuff goes. Glues, to me, extra thin. For the most part, I used Tester's liquid cement for plastic, which is an older style glue, but it is a full-on liquid, and it works really well on these older kits. I don't know if it's a difference in plastic formulation or what, but it seems to work really well on older kits, which is weird. It's an older glue, works great on older kits. As you can see, it is not a tail sitter. For those of you who do not know, a tail sitter is a tricycle landing gear aircraft that, because of the length of the back, oftentimes when you build it, it will tilt back and sit on its tail instead of on the nose gear. Well, simple solution for that is to add weight to the front, and that's quite easy, especially on this solid nose aircraft. You don't have to worry about seeing anything through the glass. So using a bunch of lead shot slash fishing sinkers, I just glued a bunch of them in the front, and voila, it worked out great. I guessed properly, I guessed correctly, and I have a nose sitter, so pretty stoked about that. But anyway, again, overall the kit was really fun to build, worked out really well. I did a few little modifications to get things to fit a little bit better, like adding spacers on the inside of the wing root to spread the cord, or the thickness from top and bottom, out a little bit to fit into the recess on the fuselage a little bit better. So worked out really good. One thing that I did use from the kit that was recommended by the decal set were the national insignia, and this boxing is from 1991 of this kit. So the decals are from 1991. Now this kit was stored properly, I'm guessing, because the decals were in excellent shape as far as the colors and everything. There was no yellowing, there was no cracking, anything like that. I did get some kind of milky substance, I don't know if it's adhesive or what, whenever I soaked the decals for application, but just using a Q-tip or cotton bud, whatever you want to call it, I was just able to wipe and just push all of that out and wipe it all up, and it ended up turning out just fine. Now, you can see the edge of the decals in a few places, but it's not too bad once I got the flat put on it. So there it is. Final wrap-up thoughts. Is this kit good for a beginner? That's one of the criteria I like to use and comment on my channel. And I would say yes, a beginner could build this kit. As a first kit, it would be easily built, you know, depending on skill level on the fly, you could probably get seams and gaps and stuff like that all taken care of with a little bit of study, a little bit of research to see how to do it. But other than that, everything fits really, really nicely. It all worked really good. So yeah, nice kit. I would definitely recommend it for anybody who wants to have a nice B25J. They no longer produce this. They can be found on the secondary market like eBay and stuff like that. But generally they aren't too bad as far as price goes. So there you have it. That is the completion of the Monogram 1/48 scale B25J Mitchell gunship. So if you like this series and you want to see some of my other work, hit the subscribe button. You can check out some of the other stuff. At the end of the video, I will put a in-screen link so you can start at the beginning if you haven't seen the rest of it and you would like to. Also, there'll be a slideshow coming up, so stick around and watch that. And as always, thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude, and I will see you all later.